Hey, folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're watching for the first time and you haven't subscribed to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And for everyone that has hit that subscribe button, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Very grateful, very appreciative. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel. Okay, MLW. Here's some MLW news and notes to go over here. Just saw this right now. Actually, it says there will be no MLW Fusion Alpha this week, as last week's episode was advised as the series finale for the planned limited run. MLW's Azteca Underground will debut next month, and the main event has been set for the first show. It's going to actually be on the MLW's YouTube channel. So the first main event has been announced. It's going to be King Muertas, the Caribbean champion, teaming with Black Taurus. Interesting that Black Taurus is part of the Impact Wrestling roster. Here showing up, crossing over here to MLW, taking on Pagano and the MLW heavyweight champion Alexander Hammerstone. Now these matches took place in Japan. It was a joint show with the Crash in Japan. So this is going to be in front of, I think there was like 5,000 people in attendance. So these matches that are going to be shown on Azteca Underground is going to be in front of that crowd. So once again, King Muertas and Impact Wrestling's Black Taurus taking on Pagano and Alexander Hammerstone, the MLW heavyweight champion. That should be a terrific match. I believe it's a hardcore match as well, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was a hardcore match, but hardcore match or not, it's going to be a great one. I'm looking forward to that. The premiere is actually going to be January 6th, 2022. On MLW's YouTube channel, as I said. So that should be a terrific main event. And there's an updated lineup as well for MLW's return to Dallas, Texas at Gillies on January 21st. First, we got the MLW Tag Team Champions 5150 taking on the Von Erichs in a Texas Tornado match. That should be an outstanding match. I'm looking forward to that one. We have Roxy, the current Ring of Honor Women's Champion, taking on the debuting Miranda Gordy. So two debuts, Roxy debuting and Miranda Gordy debuting as well. It's interesting, though, that with Roxy, she just had a tryout with the WWE. So I'm thinking if the WWE wants to sign her, I'm sure she would sign that contract like immediately, and which would make this match, which would cancel this match with Miranda Gordy. I don't think, I highly doubt if she signs a contract with the WWE that she will be appearing at the show. So if she signed a contract before January 21st, she was at the tryout, I think it was 2 days ago. I was trying to find out the results of that tryout. If WWE is interested in her, they'd be crazy not to be interested in Roxy. She's 21 years old, a lot of upside, great potential there. They'd be crazy if they weren't interested in Roxy. But I couldn't find any updates on it. But I'm thinking if they're interested, I'm sure she would sign the dotted line, and this match most likely would be canceled unless she gets permission to fulfill her obligations, because she has a match coming up with Deonna Purrazzo as well for Impact Wrestling. Also scheduled for Dallas, January 21st, will be the MLW heavyweight champion Alexander Hammerstone, Jacob Fatu, the MLW middleweight champion Tajiri, making his return to MLW, Davey Richards, EJ Nduka, Cesar Duran, Mads Kruger, Matt Cross, Calvin Tankman, Richard Holiday, Alex Kane, the current MLW openweight champion, Alicia Atut, TJP, Aramis, Arez, Casey Navarro, Savio Vega, Myron Reed, Ho Ho Loon, who's making his debut with MLW, Gino Medina, and more. So they have a stacked lineup of tremendous talent coming to Dallas on January 21st. I'm looking for, there's no matches, no other matches have been announced, unfortunately. I wonder who Hammerstone is going to defend his title against. I would love to see, I'm thinking it's going to be Hammerstone against Mads Kruger. Well, maybe not Mads Kruger. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Mads Kruger is in a feud with Jacob Fatu. So if anything, it's going to be Jacob Fatu against Mads Kruger. So we'll see. We'll see who Hammerstone is going to defend his title against on that night. I'm expecting they're going to announce Alex Kane defending against Calvin Tankman. Should be a tremendous match. But you're interesting to see if Shane Taylor shows up, because as I did my podcast a few days ago, Alex Kane and Shane Taylor got into a Twitter battle where they kind of challenged each other. And Shane Taylor was kind of alluding to, why don't you tell your bosses that set up a match between the two of us? And Alex Kane was like, they were going back and forth, basically, and they didn't directly say MLW or Colt Barrow, but that's what they were alluding to, where the match would take place. So I wonder if Shane Taylor is going to show up to this set of. I'm assuming it's going to be a set of tapings, and go after Alex Kane. Maybe Alex Kane, Calvin Tankman. Alex Kane defeats Calvin Tankman, and then Shane Taylor comes in, and then they start the Kane Shane Taylor feud. Again, it's just me speculating. I don't know for sure if anything like that's going to happen, but it's always possible. Shane Taylor definitely is a free agent right now and be an asset to any promotion right now. And MLW does have their free agent open door policy. So Shane Taylor might very well walk through that open door policy. I actually with my podcast that I spoke about, will we see Alex Kane and Shane Taylor in MLW? Actually, Shane Taylor tweeted retweeted that podcast, which is really cool. So thank you, Shane Taylor. So there's a possibility we might see Ring of Honor's Shane Taylor showing up, if not this show, at one of the MLW shows, going after Alex Kane, the MLW Openweight Champion. And the promotion is expected to return to Dallas on March 31st over WrestleMania weekend as well. So lots of great stuff happening right now for MLW. Again, they have a stacked show coming to Dallas. Looking forward to Azteca Underground. Again, King Muertas, the Caribbean champion, and Black Taurus versus Pagano, and MLW's heavyweight champion, Alexander Hammerstone. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be the main event for the first Azteca Underground show. Really looking forward to Azteca Underground. It's going to be I did look at the spoilers. I'm not going to give anything away though, so don't worry. I did see the results, and there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent on those shows, on that show, I should say. MLW, the Crash show in Mexico, and again, 5,000 people there in the crowd. Really looking forward to see how it comes out on TV. I heard the crowd was very into the show, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great stuff. So once again, that show debuts on MLW's YouTube channel. Azteca Underground debuts MLW's YouTube channel on January 6, 2022. Okay, so that's it for now. Anything breaks, I'll be back, of course. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.